Good day, student. I am Mrs. Mercy Okoli. This morning we'll be looking at introduction to research. And today we'll be looking at the definition of research, characteristics of a good research, and types of research. Today we'll be looking at what research is all about. Research, as we all know, is a search for knowledge. One can also define research, academic research, as a scientific and systematic search for patent information on a specific topic. In fact, research is a scientific investigation. Its research has its own language. Research has to do with one's logical thinking. And by the time, in your career, you have to come across a topic called research. And that is why it's good we familiar ourselves with research and how to know a good research. There are some things you put into consideration in order to have a good characteristics of good research. One of the characteristics of good research is that research must be what? Systematic. It means that research must be well structured with specific sequence in order to be able to define a well set rules. This systematic research has to do with one's creative thinking, and mostly guessing in research is not allowed. Another characteristic of a research is that research must be logical. It implies that research must be guided with certain rules of logical reasoning, and this logical reasoning has to do with process of induction and deduction. A research must also be replicable. The characteristics of a research also allow research to be verified. Research must be verified by building a sound basic for decision taking. Now we are going to look at types of research. There are different types of research. One of them is descriptive and analytical research. It include fact-finding, which find out that major purpose of descriptive research is to state the affairs, existing affairs of a situation. In descriptive research, the researcher has no control over the variables. Now we have applied and fundamental research. Research can be applied or fundamental. Applied research aims at finding solution for an intermediate problem facing a society, an organization, as the case might be. Now we are looking at quantitative research and qualitative research. When you talk about quantitative research, it talks about how much. It talks about how much, the measurement of quality or amount. But qualitative research tends to answer research that has to do with how, when, where, and how. These are mostly the research this research tends to answer. Then we have conceptual research and empirical research. Conceptual research is related to an abstract or a theory. It is also generally used by philosophers and thinkers to develop a new concept or to interpret existing ones. Then empirical research relied on theory. It is also based on research coming up with conclusions which are capable of being verified by observation or experts. And the recap of today's lesson is that we looked at definition of research. It has been searched for and you are researching. Then we are now talking about the characteristics of good research, which I told you, and types of research. These are the things we look at today. See you next time when we'll start with another topic. Get prepared for your quiz. If you have any comments, please feel free to say and ask any question. Thank you and God bless you. Bye.